How do you tap into the feminine flow, the feminine potential of abundance, of creativity? Obviously, there's a lot of aspects, but in this video, I'm going to talk about one main one, and that is to be in motion. In order to tap into the potential that's within you, this feminine energy, and each one of us holds this feminine energy, but I'm specifically talking about to the women who want to reconnect, remember this innate feminine nature within them. A feminine nature that holds so much power, so much magic. A feminine nature you might have disconnected from because we are placed into a world that truly doesn't follow the flow of our femininity. And it was a journey for me to look within and see what is the true nature of this feminine energy within women. And like I said, each one of us is a holder of feminine and masculine energy. Each energy is so beautiful, but I'm specifically talking about the feminine energy that creates life, this feminine energy that creates the creativity of feminine energy. And this does not mean that men do not know how to create, but like I said, I'm speaking to the women who want to tap more into their feminine energy and what it truly means to embody more of this femininity, to reconnect with this innate feminine energy within us. So that is who I'm speaking to, and if that is you, continue watching this video. So a big part of connecting with this feminine potential of creativity is to be in motion. And what do I mean by that? Feminine energy, there's this creative flow that comes. And in order to tap into this creative flow, you have to be in motion. That means receiving ideas and going after them. That means not allowing that energy to be stagnant, but to put yourself in motion, to take steps towards life, to truly be living, to have this fire within you, this fire where you want to continue living. That is the passion within you. That's also this creative life force energy of passion, of life, of love, putting love in motion. And that is a line that came to me a few days back, that creation is truly putting that love in motion. So what do I mean by that? I have more of that written down in my notebook because it like channeled through me and I wanted to get it down the way that I was feeling it in the moment. So this is what I wrote down. Why is love a component of creation? The sacral chakra, the center of creation, which is also the center of that feminine energy in this kind of womb space. Passion for life, this lover of life energy that puts into motion the energy of creativity. So if we look at it, the energy of creativity is not something stagnant. And in order to tap into this feminine potential of creativity, you cannot be stagnant. You cannot just not be putting the ideas you have not in motion, because creativity is in motion. It is an energy that is alive. It is an energy that is living. It is an energy that wants you to create. It is an energy that needs you to be in motion in order for things to pass through you and be created. And when I talk about creation, the energy of creativity, a lot of the times we think that creations are only these art pieces. And yes, if you've been following my channel for a while now, you know that I love art. I love creating art. I have 2 poetry books. You can find them down below. That is how I share my art. But art is also these videos. There's so much art to be created that has been created through me. And you also are also a holder of being able to create art. But creation does not only mean art. Creation means how you show up in your day-to-day life, how you show up in relationships, how you show up when maybe something you might view as unfavorable is happening to you, and how you view that. All of that is creation. It is you, how you show up in this world. And that is a beautiful thing, that when you tap into this feminine flow of creativity, you are also able to flow with life in a beautiful, creative way. Because it's no longer what just came to me, it's no longer like you are putting up walls to life, but you are able to move like the ocean and flow with life. It's no longer you resisting the current, but you flowing with the current of life and being able to beautifully create with life and from life. It is a beautiful energy. And that's why you have to be in motion, because you have to flow. And what just came to me again is I was in the ocean a few weeks ago, and I was in the ocean, I was in the water, and my cousin, I was asking him like if he's ever been in the ocean, because he's from Poland, and I just wasn't sure. And I was like, do you know how you have to communicate with the waves? Because if you've ever been in the ocean, swimming in the ocean, you know that you have to be aware of the water. You have to flow with the water and not just be stagnant and not just stay in one place. Because if you stay in one place, you will either drown or get swept up, like the water will wash over you, or you will be swept up in a wave, and just that will just not be good for you. So how you ride the waves, not on a surfboard, but just when you're in the water. Even though I have surfed once and I want to get more into surfing, but that's a dream of mine, and that is something a potential I will tap into very soon. You can't just be stagnant when a wave is coming towards you. First, you have to be aware of the wave that's coming towards you, and you have to see, okay, is this a wave that I'm going to jump with, to be on top of, so the water doesn't come over me? Or is this a wave, because already like the wave has started rolling, is this a wave I have to jump underneath, under the little swirly, so that it doesn't sweep me up and put me out onto the edge of the beach, all tangled up in sand and just not having a really good time? That's how you also have to learn to flow with life. And that is the energy of creativity, the feminine energy. It is an energy that is in motion, that flows. It is an energy that flows with your emotions, that flows with your ideas. So you have to be in motion, but also in motion with life, seeing how you are receiving life. A big part of feminine energy is this receiving of life and being able to create the most beautiful things, but also knowing that you hold the power to create yourself in each moment of how you want to show up. And a beautiful awakening of this divine feminine energy within you is understanding that flow, that flow that a lot of women might have lost, because we are more in this structure of life, and structure is beautiful, but not when it goes against our nature of being able to flow, the nature that we as women have a 28-day cycle, give or take, and each week even we flow differently in life. And honoring that flow also honors our creativity, because when we honor our flow, we get new creative ideas. We are able to show up in the way we want to create life, the life of our dreams. And tapping into that feminine flow of creativity is also tapping into the life of your dreams, knowing that you hold more creative ability than you think. A beautiful thing is that if you view the world in a more masculine way, you may think that you might have to do a lot of things. And yes, that flow is about resting, leaning back, and then going out into the world, just like the ocean, this comeback, this flow. But when you tap more into the feminine energetics of things, you see that your internal world, the way you feel, the way you show up in life, is a lot more powerful than any physical action you could take in this world. Because when you tap into your inner world and start forming that relationship with your inner world first, you see how beautifully and magically life begins to meet you, because you have tapped into this creative, feminine, divine flow within you, this energy that truly is magnetic, this energy that truly is divine, this energy that truly creates beautiful things on the external when you tap into that internal. But it is a beautiful balance of knowing when to flow in life, of flow externally and then flow internally. It is beautifully about catching those creative ideas and then knowing when to move. It is a beautiful balance in life. And that is how you tap into the feminine potential of creativity. Just one aspect of that is allowing yourself to flow, is also allowing yourself to feel and go after the desires in your heart, not keeping them stuck and keeping them stagnant, because that is when you block that creative energy from flowing. You block the creative energy and then you feel blocked in life because you're not allowing yourself to flow with your ideas. And these ideas, you have to view them also as leading you to your highest potential. We are all holders of this beautiful potential, but it is about putting ourselves in motion. If we don't go after the creative ideas within us, if we don't take those steps, we're not in motion, and therefore life, how would we expect life to also be in motion with us if we are not in motion? We're not catching those ideas. We're not showing up in life the way we creatively want to. And by creatively, I mean lovingly as well. Lovingly in relationships, being able to see that our internal world, the way we respond in relationships is so important. And that beautiful energy gets to meet us. Leaning back and allowing life to meet us is also a beautiful potential of this feminine energy. And I didn't finish reading what I wrote in my notebook, and this is what it says. So I said that this lover of life energy that puts into motion the energy of creativity. So that's the passion for life. When we have awoken to this passion for life again, we want to put ourselves in motion. And that is this lover of life energy that puts into motion the energy of creativity, because we have a love for life. And now we're able to go out into the world with our creativity. But like I mentioned in my previous video, a foundation truly in being able to create is this love for life. And that's a big foundation, is coming to a place of love within you, because then when you remember the love that you are, you can put your creativity in motion. And that is the next step. Because I said, because you can love, but with no motion, there is no life. Creation is that love in motion. Putting yourself, the love that you are, in motion, that is creativity. Being able to move with life, being able to move what is alive inside of you into life, even putting your dreams out into the world, not seeing them only as dreams inside your head, but something that can physically manifest in this life. It is a beautiful flow that is within you. It is a potential that is within you that you are ready to unlock if you're watching this video. And if you're ready to unlock more of this motion in life and feel like you might be stuck from putting that which is alive within you in motion in life, maybe you feel like you lack courage, then I have a beautiful 2-day masterclass called The Magical Essence of Courage, where I talk more about where to source this courage to start putting yourself in motion in life, to start putting your creativity in motion in life. So you can find the link to that down below. It also talks about the more of the feminine and masculine energetics, because beautifully looking inward is so important, but it's also about not being afraid to put yourself physically in motion out into the world. So check out that masterclass down below, The Magical Essence of Courage. And I am wishing you a beautiful and lovely day today of tapping into your feminine potential, of creativity today, of unleashing that which is alive within you in the world. Maybe that's your art, but maybe that is also the way you want to show up in a relationship. You probably are dreaming of a relationship that fuels you, that makes you feel alive. So allow yourself to see that how you show up, this energy of creativity, the way you react, the way you respond in life, that is also a creative energy within you. You are a holder of such magical creativity within you that can beautifully make such a change in your external when you learn to connect with it, learn to connect with your creativity, that you hold more power than you think. So I will see you in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe to become part of this soul family, and have a beautiful, magical day of unlocking the creativity that lives within each one of us. Have a beautiful day. Bye.